Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Jordan Poyer on the tackle. It's a gain of 10. And the Cowboys first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
CeeDee Lamb, his intended target. That'll bring up second down. Here's Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 48-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. They still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Play action now. Prescott. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Black shot. 6, 7.
Lance looking to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Hey, green.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Lance now on 1st down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get this. Just shy of the 20.
Okay, ready?
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Red, cycle. Field, black. Hey,
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd and 7, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now receiver in motion left. He'll try again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Play action. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, They're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are once again back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From way up at the 23.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5
Like you.
at the 33-yard line.
Long range. Ready?
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
63 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Shot, 17. Yellow, go. Ready.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Smash, red. Real green.
From just shy of midfield, Lance. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Lance now on first down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team. Fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. A short kick taken at the 18, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Prescott. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
In motion goes the tight end. From the 24, Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 76 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he'll take this to about the 24, gain of 3.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Prescott now from the 50. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 32 yards. And the Cowboys will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49ers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From way up at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Williams brings it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Black shot.
Throwing now is Lance. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd and inches, Lance. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. On first down, Lance. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. Right. Red, cycle. Steel, black. Blue is striking. Red, yellow, blue.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Light blue. Long red. Hey, red.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Lance. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Lance looking to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Lance back to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The Lance now to throw. Running right through him. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Lance looks to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. And the slot man goes in motion left. Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Fourth down, Prescott. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Cowboys, they moved to 9-7 on the year with one game remaining.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the